So thank you, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope everybody had a really great weekend. I wanted to say welcome to the new Pentagon press briefing room. In line with the Secretary's vision to make this the most transparent Department of Defense in history, I gave you my personal commitment to make these briefings more routine. So today is the first of many, and considering the significant U.S. military operations as directed by the President this weekend, now seemed as appropriate time as any to fulfill that obligation to all of you. Additionally, I'm glad to be joined by Lieutenant General Alex Grinkovich, affectionately known as Grinch. Now, despite his call sign, he's actually a very pleasant and delightful human being. We're glad to have him here at this podium. He's the Director of Operations of the Joint Staff. He's going to be able to provide a much richer context on the ongoing series of U.S. military operations against the Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists in Yemen. So thank you for joining me, General.
Thank you, sir.
As many of you all know, we had an election back in November, and as a result of that election, an overwhelming mandate from the American people, there's a new president in the White House, and that, of course, is our president, President Donald Trump, who has immediately gotten to work on his America First agenda for the Department of Defense. Among those are four top-line points that I think are very important for those in this room to understand. Those are protecting the U.S. homeland, deterring China, and maintaining the ability to strike America's enemies anywhere in the world, and then also asking our allies to do more. We all know that this is a tall task, to be sure. So President Trump knew we needed a certain type of leader to bring the department into the 21st century, and he found that leader in now Secretary Pete Hegseth. So in less than 2 months, Secretary Hegseth has taken monumental steps to return the Department of Defense to its core mission, which is warfighting, lethality, meritocracy. In a very, very short amount of time, Secretary Hegseth has restored the warrior ethos. He's declared DEI dead at the DoD. He's made the sovereignty of our borders a matter of national security. And we are refocused on training, fitness, and high standards across the board here in the Department of Defense. So before we get into our updates today, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that this Department of Defense is committed to achieving our mission of maintaining the greatest fighting force the world has ever known.